So hello everybody and welcome to Super Metroid Part 4? Is it 4 or is it 5? I think it's 4. It's been, again, just like with every single part, it's been a ridiculously long time since I've done a video on this, and I need to get up to date with things. But anyway, we're gonna be exploring through Maridia. And, you can see all these crabs here. I'm shooting. These crabs actually die in one hit to the grapple beam. There's a shocking number of enemies that die to the grapple beam. But I'm building up a speed boost here. And I need to have the door already open. But build up a speed boost here. Save the Shine Spark, and on this little plant here, you want to Shine Spark straight up to get that missile. It's a bit more tricky because if you're slightly to the right or the left, you don't get the missile, you just hit a platform. And we're going to have some interesting things happen with the speed booster later in the video. So we're going to be playing through. This video is probably going to be a bit shorter than the last few videos. I'm making this one about 20 minutes long instead of 30 minutes long. I'm figuring that's might change some things. If you get hit by this crab and then hug the wall, it slows your fall enough that you can get into this little cubby and grab another super missile pack. One thing worth noting here is in this video, you'll see me taking a lot of damage, but I don't think I ever go below 6 energy tanks, and that's the thing about having, 8 energy tanks at this point, and I'm gonna have like 9 by the time I'm done with this video. You can tank a lot of damage before starting to have to worry about your health, and that's not even accounting for my reserve tanks. This room here, you speed boost up to that little platform and then grapple across. Grapple beaming across the roof of this room, or that room, is a bit complicated. So you want to head up this way. There's a bunch of stuff to pick up over here. Also, I do want to apologize for the fuzzy audio that's playing in the background. There's a missile tank behind a hidden wall here. I have no clue what's causing the audio issues, and without having any clue of what's causing it, I don't think I can fix it. I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't do this for the rest of the videos. It wasn't doing this before, I don't know why it's doing it now. But we'll see. You want to freeze one of these guys, because unless you're good at wall jumping, you're not getting up here. And then we've got a hidden hole in the floor with both a super missile and a missile tank. There's a lot of stuff to pick up in Maridia. But most of it is just minor upgrades like missiles, super missiles, power bombs, and energy tanks, all that whatnot. I mean, there's gonna be a lot more to do later in the video, but right now it's just basically walking around. This room, interestingly enough, when I played the game the first time on an emulator on a 3DS, this room bugged out and unloaded everything aside from the foreground water and the background. Like, everything else disappeared. I could still hear sound effects, but I couldn't see anything. And apparently that's just a bug that occasionally happens with some of the emulated versions of this game. So you can shoot out the floor here to uncover a whole extra secret area. And this is where we enter Deep Maridia. I'm going to use a power bomb here. And something funny happened here. I tried speed boosting and shine sparking up, and... Are you kidding me? It worked the second time, though. So there's a missile up here. But wait, there's still more. There's a super missile. There's a lot of stuff to pick up here. Just so much. Oh. So you could wall jump up these walls. The intended method is to use grapple beam to get up the walls. But, I'm gonna go ahead and hit another one of the snails here. And make it this time. Those snail things are, like, impervious to everything. Oh, and these are metroids. They're fake metroids. They really suck. They don't drain your energy nearly as quickly as metroids do, and you don't even need missiles, you just need a beam. I don't even think you need ice beam to kill them, which is just ridiculous. But speaking of ridiculous, here's another boss that I'm going to take out really, really quickly. Also, I did realize I am actually down to 5 energy tanks at this point. Now, remember, super missiles do 5 times the damage of a normal missile. So if you're spamming a bunch of super missiles into a boss that doesn't really have any iframes, it's gonna die very quickly. If you can hit it. The problem with this boss is it moves fast. But I got him. He's not a challenging boss. So when you enter this next room, you want to hold right and keep running. You'll see that energy tank in the ceiling, and we're gonna get it. I just killed those guys with the shine spark. So you want to bomb to get up here, and then bomb one more time. Don't head far left. You want to stand still, bomb up, and then move left, because there's a invisible hole. You know, there's like a fake floor there that sort of just drops you right into the sand. But that's energy tank number 9. And we're gonna go right back across the room. And we're approaching a room where speedrunners can do a move that's referred to as the happy, I believe. You either get a full happy or part happy, but it involves storing up shine spark in the previous room and then just shine sparking across the top of this room. But if you don't have that and you don't know how to wall jump, this room is it's a bit of a nightmare, because you got metroids shooting at you. You got sand that sort of just keeps pulling you in. You know, you got all these walls in the way that you can't really get around, and this is a particularly difficult wall jump to pull off. But I got it after a few attempts here. Hang on. There we go. And while I don't need to head up this way, I figure I'll head up this way to help you guys out, so you guys can see there's a save room here, but beyond the save room is an energy recharge room. I wonder why they're putting a save room right next to an energy recharge room. Why would they do that? Well, might as well save and forget about it. Okay. So we're gonna use super missile to get in here. And then I fumbled here. I was like, oh! I didn't mean to go down here yet. There's still one more item in this room. But yeah, there's a secret floor there if you got lost in this room. There's missiles there. When I first played this game, I actually doubled back and tried figuring out a different path because I didn't realize there was a floor you could fall through there. Hey, it's an eye door. Those usually don't bode ill at all. Oh, and this music! Oh, this is a boss fight. So you want to start this boss by taking out all these turrets. They die in one super missile. But I'm going to show you a very fun way of taking out this boss. It's actually really neat, and it makes the boss trivial at the very least. Of course, I took some time fighting it normally to try and get it to attack me from the correct side. You want it to do this attack here where it shoots like gunk at you, but you want it to be attacking you from the right side. I mean, you can do it from the left side, but it's a lot easier for me, personally, from the right side. But here we go. He's doing it now, so I intentionally let him pick me up. And I'll equip the grapple beam. He's just gonna try and beat me up. And you see that broken turret over there? If I can connect my grapple beam to it, oh boy, Dragon's gonna regret it. By the way, this guy's name is Dragon. And he's dead! Easy as pie. Quite probably one of the easiest of the core 4 bosses. This is one of the core 4 bosses. So only one's left, and that's Ridley. And then we can head into the final area. But in this room is Space Jump. Just like in Metroid 2. Space Jump will let you jump infinitely as long as you're somersaulting and timing it correctly. Just like in Metroid 2, if you mistime it and you break out of Space Jump, you can't start back up until you hit the ground again, so be aware of that. There's also some weird physics with it when it's underwater for some reason. I mean, you can't use Space Jump without Gravity Suit underwater, but even if you have Gravity Suit, it functions differently underwater for some reason. Like, the timing window gets really tight and you're allowed, well, actually really loose would be the correct term, and you're basically allowed to spam it when you're underwater, but when you leave the water, you can't. It took me quite a while to get the hang of using Space Jump when I played this game the first time, and boy, it really is. It's really difficult to get the hang of if you don't know what you're doing. But again, just like with wall jumping, you know, it's something that once you get enough skill in it, enough experience, it becomes second nature. You just know how to do it. This room enraged me the first time I played it, because I didn't have the timing down, and you had to leave the water, and then it was just... Anyway, now that we're done with Dragon, we have some cleanup left to do here in Maridia. There's a bunch of items still left to pick up. 2 more major upgrades in this area. And, just a bunch of fun. Come on. Anyway, I started to head this direction, but then I realized as soon as I went into the hatch that, oh, yeah, I'm about to miss one of the greatest upgrades in the game. I should probably turn back and grab that upgrade before I forget it. So that's what I did. Now, I can't remember if with my last video I had already had my teeth pulled, but I did manage to get those teeth that were causing issues pulled, and I've actually recovered now, so my mouth is probably hasn't felt this good in years, in case you guys were still somehow wondering. Now take note of how many shots it takes to take out all those enemies, because it's not going to take that many shots once we leave this area. This is the plasma beam. This upgrade allows your beam to do more damage and hurt a wider variety of enemies, but it also allows your beam to shoot through enemies. It does have the downside of disabling the spazer beam, but as long as you have the wave beam also equipped, it has a wide effect anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you'll notice on the way back through that room, it only took 2 shots to take those enemies completely down. Now we're gonna head back. And then we're gonna head to the right here. This is the direction I need to head for the next major upgrade. And these rooms are a lot of trouble if you don't have a space jump. It's definitely feasible to go through here, but it's not easy. And then gunning up that wall. Man, I remember trying to get into this room a long time ago, and there's a bug where you can like freeze those little slimes from underneath to clip through the ceiling. This guy here is Shacktool. Well, at least I'm pretty sure his name is Shacktool. You don't want to kill him yet, because he's the only thing capable of breaking through all this sand. And he is slow. So slow. He's still digging through sand. Yep. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. So you enter this maze here of tunnels, and then you get Spring Ball. Just like in Metroid 2, it lets you jump wall in Morph Ball. So that's great. So that leaves only one major upgrade, and I'm sure you guys all can guess what that last major upgrade is, based on, you know, prior history with Metroid. But that upgrade is down in Ridley's lair, so we're gonna have to wait on that until I get to Ridley's lair. Huh. It's strange, the video's obviously doing some weird things. Right now it's telling me that there's still another half of the video left to go, which is just plain out not true. I don't know why it says there's another half of a video, but we'll see. If it bugs out, I'll be able to fix it, but you know, we're approaching the end of the video here. And I don't need to go in there, so I don't, but that door on the right leads to the map room for Maridia. So, there you go. This music sounds familiar. Yeah, I was checking the map because I was trying to see if I had already picked up an item. Which, yes, I had, but... Oh, hey, these rooms look familiar. Yeah, hey, it's the entrance to Kraid's lair. Huh. Now, I couldn't remember if I'd picked up the missile tank that's hidden behind power bombs in this area. So I went back here. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just, you know, pick that up. And I figured, even if I hadn't, there's a save room in here that I can use. And then we can, you know, end the video. So, I guess I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure, you know, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.